All right, and welcome back, everyone, to the Osu Taiko World Cup 2024 quarterfinals. Today, we've got a very exciting winners bracket match with the United Kingdom versus Taiwan. I'm Ethan, and I'm joined by Teasel.
Yeah, hey, thank you for having me. This is one of the really anticipated matches for this weekend, being one of our winners bracket matches. We have the United Kingdom Seed 2 versus Taiwan Seed 7. So you might look at this and think, well, UK Seed 2, they've probably got this. But Taiwan are a very good team, and they've shown us that so far this tournament. And historically, they've always been a really strong team as well. The two countries, I believe, last time they faced off was, I know they did in 2020 in the semi-finals, and that resulted in the UK winning. I don't know if they've come across each other since, but here we are. This kind of feels like a revisiting of that, in such a crucial part of the tournament as well. It is only the quarterfinals, but I feel like with the way that this year has panned out, this honestly feels even more important than the semi-finals in some capacity. But here we are. Looks like they're going ahead with all their roles and bans pretty quickly. Taiwan are going to be getting rid of free mod 2, and the UK getting rid of. I don't know what that is. Plague of Mask people? Right. Yeah, Hidden One. Yeah, that makes sense. And they're going to pick Hard Rock too.
Yeah, pretty standard ban, Hidden One. I feel like has Hidden One been the most banned map this week? Probably.
It's not been popular, I'll say that. I don't have the stats, but...
Hard Rock 1 has also been like a weirdly popular ban. I don't think that's been the most popular.
Yeah, this map has been good though. I feel like it fits the slot really well. And of course it's one of our originals. So how can we not give it the front center stage right at the beginning of the match?
Yeah, you gotta have it in for the first pick. And maybe the last pick will be a tiebreaker, so we get the other Osu original.
Hopefully, yes.
that would be great. But yeah, I'm expecting this match to be pretty close. I don't know. I don't have any exact score predictions. It feels a bit scary. I feel like it could go either way, to be honest.
Yeah. What I personally put the pick'ems was 6-4 in favour of the UK. So I think the UK can come out on top, but it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, that's fair. I think Taiwan can for sure, like, at least at the very bare minimum, give the UK a run for their money.
For sure, yeah. It looked like the predictions on the stream overall were a bit shaky as well. At first, they started off really in favor of Taiwan, but as we get closer to the ending of being able to bet your Osu coins, it's looking a lot more favor in the UK, around 70% to 30%.
Yeah. As we're about to get underway with the first pick of this match, it's picked by the UK, Hard Rock 2. Very popular map throughout all the quarterfinals.
Yeah, alright.
Things are fairly even, but a slight active advantage going towards the UK.
Yeah, this map is kind of average tournament map length, so it's gonna come down to the later stuff, I'd say. The map starts off fairly chilled, but then you get into the KIs with the streams and the higher SV as well, so this is where it's really gonna matter.
Yeah, this is where the song really starts kind of kicking in and showing its true colors. So far, everyone's holding on pretty well. P100's dropped from Horizon right there, but overall, actually, more 100s being dropped by Taiwan overall. So it's going to give the UK an even bigger score lead now, around 50,000, or not 15,000 points instead of like 9,000.
Yeah, the main difference overall, I'd say, is coming from UNEO's accuracy being 97s. But Horizon's actually dropping below 99 now, and that score difference is only 12k now. A single miss on the side of the UK will pass the lead back over to Taiwan pretty slowly.
Let's slowly closing in just a little bit. Oh, but that miss from Harry! Oh no!
That was planned. That was completely intentional. I'm an inside agent in favor of the UK.
Yeah, that just instantly threw the lead to like over 50,000 points. Oh no. That's a really unfortunate miss.
Yeah, the UK have still got to hold it though. We still have some tricky stuff left to go. It's possible that they could lose this if they do something similar.
Yeah, but now the map's pretty much over. It's just a few notes, and they pretty much have secured their point. And so there won't be an early breakpoint here yet. A very good team score from the UK right here. Oh my goodness. Almost like 3 99% accuracy FCs from the side of the UK to start things off. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, wow.
What an opening pick.
Even like the best score being from a Monkey D. Luffy with 2 100s full combo. With Gohigi and Over the Hedge not being far behind with 5 and 7 respectively.
Yeah, the overall
Ariada also
100.
only having 7, but those misses, unfortunately, making up quite a big score deficit. But that's alright, that was the UK's first pick. Theoretically the one they're going to be the most confident on, and they won that point. Not too much to worry for Taiwan there. Is they're going to be going over... seems like it's going to be the mod 6.
Okay. Bit of another popular pick, to be honest. A lot of higher seeded teams in particular have been liking the mod 6. And I can definitely see why. I feel like it's a pick that definitely favors like higher seeded teams. But with both these teams being pretty high seeds,
Yeah,
I don't know how this could go. I feel like it could be a bit of a dice roll pick. So it's a bit of an interesting one to open with.
Yeah, I think it's kind of safe to say overall that even though Taiwan is seed 7, like, you know, like, if they also seeded 2nd this year, like, people wouldn't be surprised. That's the kind of team that they are. They have a bit of a roster change compared to some previous years, but they're still really strong.
Yeah, Taiwan's just one of those teams that historically just always does pretty well in the World Cup, no matter what, even if their roster changes.
Absolutely. Yeah, if we can weigh up which country here has had the most podium positions, Taiwan completely destroys the UK in that case, getting so many 2nd places, and I believe they've gotten 3rd place as well. So, wait, have Taiwan ever got 3rd? I can't even remember.
I'm not...
I think this would be, yeah, I don't know if they have. Let's see, Taiko World Cup.
I'm actually not sure about that.
Taiwan have never gotten 3rd place.
That's actually kind of funny, that they've got 2nd place so many times but never gotten 3rd. It's like, if they're in top 3, they're gonna be 2nd place.
Yeah, in the official World Cups, that's from 2014 onwards, they have gotten 2nd place 6 times, no 1sts, no 3rds. But if you want to take the first 3 World Cups as well, they got 1st place twice. And no 2nds or 3rds there, so...
That's a very interesting footnote. I didn't realize that until now.
Yeah, it's quite surprising, so... Yeah. It does look like for this map so far, Taiwan don't have the lead. you can't really say when the score is only a couple of thousand. But it looks like after the ending of that section, the UK is taking a very slight lead.
Yeah, but still, just only by like 11,000 points. Not a very big lead, but the map should get a bit more difficult as things go on, as more tricky patterns come about. Oh, Mr. Harry!
There we go.
That's going to extend the UK score lead.
It does help the UK, but if the UK just drops too much accuracy or even finds another miss themselves, that's not going to be great. Because I think that was just one single miss with kind of no 100s around either. Score is in favour of the UK by 10k. It's pretty rough out there.
One thing to note is that Mango Miser is the only player above or below 99% accuracy, so that's actually causing the lead to be very close. It's only really being made. The only real difference is just that miss from Harry just a moment ago.
Yeah.
But if they could get up to
is rough.
yeah, there's just so much. there's a lot of little parts that are just very tricky to trip up players.
Yeah, the fact that a 98.6% FC is like the worst score. Well, technically Harriet is slightly lower, but that's just due to the combo. Like, considering those two are the worst scores on this map, like that's kind of shows you what kind of situation we have with these two teams here. But what really matters in the end is just whichever team has the highest total score at the end. Even if it's only by one, that's the team getting the point. And so far it's looking like the UK, they've extended their lead slightly, about 16,000 now. They've really got to hold on to this tricky section. A bit more dense, a bit faster than the previous ones.
Yeah, but they are just not letting up at all right now. Everyone's still holding on to their full combos here. We might be seeing another triple full combo. There's not a lot of map left. There is some of these patterns at the end that are a bit tricky, but yeah, they're gonna hit it. And the UK are gonna be taking their first breakpoint of this match with another triple FC.
Yeah, incredible performance by every single person in this lobby. Like, the worst score being Mango's 964 KFC. And
Yeah, that's
Gohigi with
absurd.
only 4 100s total on a map like that. That's... How do you even put that into words?
Yeah, both of these teams, like, these scores would beat, like, almost any other team in the bracket. But because it's these two teams, like, either of these teams, in my opinion, could podium in this World Cup this year. And
Yeah,
so it's
absolutely.
just really, it's absolutely insane to just see these scores here.
Yeah, I think the more terrifying thought is that one of these teams is going to be dropping down to the losers bracket for semi-finals.
Yeah, if I had to face this team, either of these two teams in the losers bracket, I'd be terrified. I'd be like, oh no.
You just kind of know it's over before you even start.
Yeah.
But always got to give it your best shot.
Looks like we're gonna be going over to DT1. I'm a big fan of this map. Good song, and also very fun map.
Yeah, this one is the slower of the double times. It's kind of got a bit more technical stuff going on, and still much higher up in the OD kind of department due to the double time. But it's been a really good challenge. I think it's been decently popular throughout this weekend as well. So, and it's also a pretty good song. I never kind of would have expected to see it in a double time slot, but now seeing it in a double time slot, it just makes so much sense.
Yeah, it just fits really well as like a DT1 pick. Especially for this stage as well. And I like seeing DT1 being picked kind of early. Typically teams don't really pick it this early. They usually like reserve it for one of their last picks, from what I've seen. So it's kind of cool just seeing it picked this early on.
Yeah. So hopefully our players won't be kind of too tired out already. And plus they've just warmed up on the Mod 6, so their tech skills should be just fine. And if I remember correctly, we don't have any swap outs either, so...
Yeah, just got both teams sticking with the same roster here. Oh, actually Taiwan is the early ACK lead, but it's only by like a few 100s. Oh, just I said that though. They end up dropping a few 100s, and now the lead flips over to the UK. But just for a moment there, Taiwan had the ACK lead.
Yeah, that seems like it's going to be the case for a while, I'd say.
Yeah, this is the UK's pick. But still, despite that, things are so close, and a miss from Mango Miser. That's going to flip the score lead over to Taiwan's side. But it's not going to be a huge score lead due to the accuracy. Still, though, it is a lead for now. Can they maintain this momentum, though? There is still a whole other half of this map to go through. It is not over at all.
Yeah, all it really takes is a miss from one of the players on the side of Taiwan just to pass it back over, or at least kind of tie it up again. But
It's just so incredibly close.
It does seem like overall, Taiwan have a slight accuracy advantage as well, but I'm not too sure. Actually, maybe the UK. I don't know, because both Gohigi and Horizon are very high 99s by the looks of it. Unless Horizon no, Horizon's on 98, sorry. So yeah, Taiwan with the accuracy advantage too.
Oh, but that miss from
high Greeks. That's exactly what the UK have been looking for.
Well, that flipped the score lead over. It's slowly going towards the center. There's not a lot of map though. Taiwan might be able to secure a breakpoint here. They just need to hold on for a little bit longer. It might flip over though, because Monkey D. Luffy's dropping a lot of 100s. It's flipping over last second. The UK might just take this in the last few moments. It just comes down to everyone's accuracy here. If anyone drops accuracy, it'll flip over. And the UK take it. Oh my. Wow.
Right down to the wire on that one.
I thought Taiwan were going to take the breakpoint there, but the accuracy drops from them unfortunately flipped it over at the last moment. Oh, that is heartbreaking for Taiwan there.
Yeah, only 2 misses in the whole lobby there, and both were just 1 misplays, one each side. So, just what more can you kind of say about these teams?
I know, it's just every single map is just coming down to like 1 or 2 misses and like a couple 100s right now. It is just so on the wire for all of these picks. The UK might be up 3-0, but every single pick has just been down to the wire.
Yeah, it's like just all of the matches in the winners bracket have just been so incredible this year, for quarterfinals at least, because going into this World Cup, everyone just kind of was like, yeah, the teams that kind of get top 8 in seeding, like, because everyone kind of had a rough idea of what teams that would be anyway. They're like, wow, like, you know, it's going to be so difficult to tell between all of them. And there was no upsets caused. All top 8 teams got into the winner bracket quarterfinals. So we suddenly just went from, you know, regular quarterfinals to, oh no, the year where all top 8 teams are such a throw up of who could possibly come out on top. Suddenly it's like, oh, they're all together here in the quarterfinals. So
Yeah.
It's creating an incredible weekend, compared to last weekend at least, for sure. Kind of went from one of the most boring weekends possible to one of the most exciting ones possible.
Yeah, it's
So that's
really
the
funny
trade-off.
how that
Sticking with
happens.
tech, we're going over to Nomad 2, I believe this is. This is going to be Taiwan's pick. They've been so close on the other 2, so, you know, will the UK get lucky this time as well and manage to take the lead right at the end, or will Taiwan manage to hold on to this one and take it for themselves and get a point on the board finally?
Yeah, so far though, just yet again, it's the same story every time. United Kingdom have the early accuracy lead, but how long will that remain for? This map is very scary. There's not a lot of notes. It's like 850 notes total. It's kind of absurd. And so every single 100, every single miss just counts that much more throughout this map. But so far, both teams are playing so incredibly well right now. It's genuinely just coming down to just a couple 100s here and there. And that's the entire score difference.
Yeah, that's pretty much all it's been for this whole match, bar a couple of misses here and there. They're just going to get traded back and forth. But here's the hardest part of the map.
Oh.
Ariada is going to be the one to miss. And the map is almost over already.
Yeah, and that's
Taiwan really need a double miss from the UK here, ideally. But they're just not willing to give up those combos at all.
Yeah, everyone decided UK is FCing still, and we actually see an SS from Gohigi to secure another breakpoint here. What is that team score? An
What?
SS from Gohigi, 3 100s from Horizon, and 600 from Mangamizer.
The worst total 100 count on the whole map was 7. On the tech
What?
map.
And it's like OD7 as well. This isn't like a low OD tech map. This is OD7. So it's not like a super low OD. This is wild. I can't believe I'm witnessing this right now.
And the UK are very ready to jump over to free mod 1 already. Taiwan banned free mod 2. So they're just gonna jump in and say, guess free mod is maybe a weakness of theirs, and try that approach. But I imagine, you know, this is their 3rd pick. They're probably feeling pretty confident on this one, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and Taiwan, they kind of desperately need a breakpoint here, because if the UK win this pick, that means they're on match point, and they're in territory of being sweeped potentially, and that could be really scary.
Yeah, for sure. It's very clear that the UK have been practicing so hard for this match.
Yeah,
Like
and
they kind of recognize that, you know, they've seeded second. They have the bracket run where they don't need to face Taiwan until ideally finals, which means that they can get a top 3 again this year. They absolutely see that, and they're trying to take advantage of that as much as possible.
oh, we're seeing it. We're seeing triple hidden hard rock from both teams. Actually, oh my goodness.
Yeah, with the style of map this is generally the map that's friendlier to mod, and with the nature of these teams, I think it'd be more strange to not see 6 mods per side.
Yeah, that is fair, but still, it is always a joy to watch everyone in the lobby opting for hidden hard rock on a free mod.
Absolutely. So this is pretty much just you know, it's kind of like a free mod, except the notes disappear halfway along and they go really fast, and the OD is a lot higher.
Yeah, and so far, everyone in the lobby still has their full combo, still is holding high accuracy, although, yeah, the only person below 99% actually is Polomo on the side of Taiwan, but still, holding a high 98, definitely enough to be able to secure them a point if the UK can miss here, or have a pretty heavy act drop.
Yeah, UK with a 21,000 point lead halfway through the map. The scary thing about this one is the length of the map's only 2 minutes. Like, if whichever team finds a miss, it's just over them, and this is the hard part. It's very technical.
Couple 100s
Everyone's
being
holding
dropped
on
here.
so far, but so many 100s being picked up. Double miss from the UK, Gohigi, and over the hedge.
Yeah, immediately flips over to the side of Taiwan. Mango Miser, the only full combo left for the UK here.
Yeah, the
all
rest
eyes
of the
are on
map
Taiwan.
Is, like, relatively to that section, the whole rest of the map is so free. The whole map pretty much comes down to that section. Unless something catastrophic happens on the side of Taiwan, this is pretty much over.
This might be the breakpoint Taiwan needed, but they still need to hold on. They still need to keep all their full combos.
We do
There's
still
not
have
too
these
much map,
final
though.
streams, but...
They just
they're
need to keep
looking
on holding on,
High
but High
Greeks.
Greek, I don't think it's enough. They need to have a huge act drop as well for it to go over to the UK. Taiwan should have this, and they do! That's gonna be a breakpoint for Taiwan, getting their first point of this match.
Yeah, the first of 2 that they needed.
Two full combos there for the side of Taiwan. Very impressive stuff.
So, we can confirm not a sweep at least. Taiwan are on the board. Hopefully now that they do have that point, they'll start feeling a bit more confident again, and move on to their pick and hopefully get a second there as well.
Yeah, this could definitely lead to some good momentum here, getting a break point, and now they have the chance there to pick a map that they can feel more comfy with. Kind of wonder where they will go with this, though, as their first 2 picks did not work out as well as they would have wanted. So I kind of wonder if they're going to maybe throw in a bit of a curveball, maybe go for something a little bit wild. Maybe we'll see a mod 4. I would love to see both these teams play that.
I often find that when teams are struggling a bit more, or just not finding the points where they expect to find the points on their own picks, sometimes, especially if they've been gravitating towards the modded section of the pool, they tend to go back over to no mod. But the Taiwan team have asked for a timeout. They do recognize they're in a pretty rough position here, so they're going to take the time to discuss with each other, maybe rethink their strategy a bit, and yeah, hopefully sort something out.
Yeah, that is very fair, because they're at a point where they've now gotten 2 breakpoints, or the UK have taken 2 breakpoints against them, so clearly their original pick strategy that they came into this match with is not panning out as well as they would have wanted, and they're realizing, oh, we might need to actually rethink how we're wanting to, you know, go about this entire match. but they're still putting up very good scores here.
Absolutely. And if you like what you're seeing from both of these teams, you can support them even more than you already are in the chat by going over to the Osu store and buying a banner, an official TWC banner for your profile. You can select the UK, Taiwan, or any of the other 30 teams that qualified for this year's Taiko World Cup for only $2.50 and all the proceeds of that go back towards the run of the tournament. And if you happen to pick the banner for the team that wins the World Cup, you get to keep it for a whole year. You can show that off, it turns a nice golden color, and you can say, I predicted the winner. Look at me. So, yeah, you can go on over and check that out. And you can still buy banners for the teams that have been knocked out of the tournament already. And, you know, if you just love them anyway, show them the support even after they've been knocked out.
Yeah, an absolutely fantastic way to support Taiko World Cup and all of the teams over here.
I'm being called out by the players for selling out on banners. What else am I supposed to do?
Look, guys, it's a 2-minute timeout, okay? Please. Anyways, but I kind of wonder what they're gonna go for. And so you were kind of predicting like a no-mod pick potentially from the side of Taiwan here.
Yeah.
I was
I'm not
kind
sure
of thinking
exactly what, but I don't know. We still have that no mod 4 open actually. That's interesting. Yeah. The gimmick map.
I was thinking no mod 4 as like a potential pick for them. Just kind of throw in that curveball.
Absolutely. Going for something like no mod 5 would just, or like no mod 1 would honestly just be way too risky.
Yeah, with these teams, like with how every single map has gone, no mod 1, no mod 3 would also just be complete RNG, I feel like, as well. With how these teams have been playing.
Oh.
Ooh, no mod 5. Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh. So it was a no mod pick, but it wasn't quite what I was expecting. Well, yeah, honestly, that's a very fair pick, because no mod 1 is going to be pretty, like, it's a very much a dice rolly map. No mod 3, also kind of a bit dice rolly for both these teams, because they can easily play, like, all the speed stuff. But no mod 5 and no mod 4...
I feel like no mod 5 is kind of dice roll. Well, I mean, maybe not dice roll, but, like, it's just streams. Non-stop streams.
Yeah, that is true.
There's also that fear of that, like, note lock or whatever. Fortunately, it is only 191 BPM. It's not too impossible to recover from. We've definitely seen that in other matches this weekend. But just the idea of even picking up, like, 5 misses in a row, that alone could be the deciding factor in this match. But the ones taking the stage for such a brave endeavor is going to be Gohigi Mango Miser and Over the Hedge 2014 for the UK, and Polomo Yuemiao and Hariada for Taiwan.
Yeah, I wasn't at first expecting Over the Hedge to come in for this pick, but still a very capable player for this map indeed. And yeah, it's just gonna be this, just straight up streams for 4 minutes. There's like some small breaks, but it truly is just streams for 4 minutes. And so far, we have 6 SSs for the first 500 nodes. Oh my goodness, okay. That is the caliber of player we are dealing with today. And oh my goodness. I wonder which team is gonna drop on the 100 first. It's really coming down to this.
Yeah. Talk about accuracy, Bell.
Yeah, I was not expecting it to go like this, but everyone SS's the first stream.
Oh, Over the Hedge 2014 gets a single 100, giving Taiwan a huge lead. There it is. There's the note lock that we talked about at the beginning from UML on the side of Taiwan. UK with 20,000 score lead.
On a really unfortunate note lock there, that's going to drop down their score to below 99% for a moment here. But they are recovering pretty nicely here on this stream. They need to get up to that 400 combo barrier though, so they can stop kind of slowly losing score.
We're not even halfway through though. That's the problem here. Those nerves have got a hold.
Yeah, Taiwan can't really afford another note lock like that, or this pick will go over to the side of the UK. And so far, the UK are putting up some pretty crazy scores, but it can all end in a moment if any of the players on the side of the UK end up picking a note lock on any of these streams.
Yeah, I saw another 100 come out from Yuemyo. I'm not sure if there was any others after the break, but yeah. That score difference, what?
Oh no!
Similar to Cookie Tree from the Netherlands, dropping the double S on the Kantan section of the map. It's catching out so many players this weekend, it's kind of surprising. I mean, it might actually only be 2. I've not sat there and watched every single No Mod 5, but 2 is already strange enough.
Apparently Furko needs to nerf this section.
Absolutely, yeah, this is too far. What was he thinking?
The 4 minutes of streams, alright, that's chill. The Kantan section, nerf.
Nah, ridiculous. But yeah, that's going to give the UK a bit more room for any mistakes that they may find. I do see Mango Misers picked up a couple of 100s themselves. Looks probably about 3 or 4, I'd say. Gohigi and Polomo still on that double S though.
Yeah, it's just going to come down to if the UK can hold on to all their combos here. I think what Taiwan are going to really need is like 2 players on the side of the UK missing. And it can't just be like 1 miss with 0 100s. It has to be a somewhat of a substantial drop at this point. But still, we are on the last death stream here.
Yeah. Well, we've seen other maps in this match kind of flick over at the last point, so this is the map it's most likely to happen on.
Let's see,
can
they hold on?
anything till the scores are submitted.
It looks like they hold on, and yeah, the UK are going to be taking their 5th point of the match, setting themselves at match point here with Gohigi and Polomo both getting an SS here.
A total of 11 100s across all 6 players.
It really just came down to those misses there. Actually, I think Taiwan would have taken it by 1 100 if they didn't miss. It would have came down to 1 100 if it wasn't for those misses.
And the thing is as well, generally with the way that these maps work, a couple of 100s were likely paired with Yuemyo's misses as well. So, yeah, still, a couple of 100s at most. Oh, apparently Gohigi missed the slider tick. Awful score. Terrible.
Imagine it comes down to a slider tick. It would be the first time that's happened in Taiko World Cup.
Yes, yeah. Polomo being the official MVP with the 1,006,600. Gohigi just behind that also with a double S with 1,006,400 due to missing that 1 slider tick. Could have been better.
Slider tick dip. They spammed it.
But yeah, there we go. That's another break point in favor of the UK. Match point already. 5-1. Taiwan have to win the next 4 maps in a row and take this to a tiebreaker to be within a chance of winning this match. And it's going to be starting off on double time too.
Yeah, and even though the UK are at match point here, honestly, with how every single map is gone, there is a possibility Taiwan could actually come back into this match if they can play all the maps to the same level that they kind of have been playing. Because every single map has been just relatively close. Like, it's just come down to, like, just a few misses, few 100s.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I would not count Taiwan out of it just yet, even though things look very grim for them right now with them being at match point.
Absolutely. You know, we've had plenty of matches this year where it kind of looks like a sweep is happening, but then like a reverse sweep situation is what ends up actually happening. Or at least a team in this kind of situation but then makes back like 2 or 3 points, so yeah, it can go either way, especially as the pool kind of dwindles down and the options that there are. Perhaps the maps that Taiwan have been picking are just the ones that the UK also favour and do really well on. but now that we're kind of 6 maps down plus the bans, perhaps the UK are kind of left with less comfortable maps, and maybe this is the time for Taiwan to come back.
Yeah, as both teams start kind of dwindling their preferred picks, maybe Taiwan ends up kind of being the better team when it comes to these last few picks that really determine how the match is going to go. And it looks like we'll just have to see if Taiwan can come back into this. Going to be starting up DT2, picked by the United Kingdom. Taiwan need to win this map and every single map remaining in this match in order to stay in the winner's bracket and advance on to the winner's semifinals. So a lot of pressure on them.
Oh. I feel nervous for these players.
Yeah, the UK are probably just sitting here being like, okay, this is our pick. We just want to close this out. And Taiwan are fighting for staying in the winner's bracket here. So just a lot of pressure on both these teams here. So far, some early 100s from the UK. Oh, but the miss from Monkey D. Luffy right there. That's a pretty substantial drop. They dropped down to 95% accuracy. So that is going to allow the UK to get actually a pretty substantial lead here, considering we just started the map.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely one of the bigger leads that we've seen in this whole match. Yeah, they're just coming down to Monkey D. Luffy, struggling with the accuracy on the intro, third in the map. But I'm sure they'll stabilize, and you know, maybe the UK will start to get a bit tired. This has been a very intense match. I was going to say long, but it's only kind of been 35 minutes or so. I think the mental strain is probably going to be kind of more significant here for these players.
Yeah, especially for players like Gohiki who have just been in the lobby like the entire match and just have not swapped. Oh, miss from Horizon!
There's the miss from Horizon, yeah. That's
Crucial
exactly
miss!
what Taiwan need.
Another miss,
there
and it's
is.
gonna flip! It's gonna flip! Oh my goodness. And now Taiwan actually have a pretty good lead here. Above 20,000 points, and it's growing as we speak. And there's not a lot of map left here. It's only 2 minutes long.
Yeah, that's really scoring even more. Monkey D. Luffy stabilized really well. The accuracy's climbing. Polemo still on the double S. Harriada not far behind. This is the outro of the map.
Are we going to see an SS here? There's not a lot of map left. But with GT accuracy, I don't want to call it till the map's over. But it looks like Polemo...
section.
Please, not like this, Polemo. You got it. Yes,
there we
okay.
go.
Oh my goodness. Taiwan are still in it. Another breakpoint here. In Polemo SSing DT2. That was a fantastic recovery from Monkey D. Luffy.
Absolutely, yeah.
They had a really unfortunate drop in the beginning. They dropped down to 95% accuracy. And they came back into it with almost 99% accuracy by the end of the map.
Yeah, Harriada 100, Gohiki only 2. Mangamizer also with the FC with 7.
Yeah, fantastic scores all around. It just came down to that unfortunate drop from Horizon towards the end of the map, and the accuracy drop as well.
Yeah. That's really, really great for Taiwan, though. They've made back 2 breakpoints. I believe they'll need to make back 1 more, maybe?
Yeah, actually, they only need to win 1 more breakpoint here, because they have this pick, then they have the UK's next pick, and then they get another pick of their own.
Yeah.
They only need to win 1 more breakpoint and 2 of their picks, and they are going to be going to tiebreaker.
Definitely
now, that's still
impossible.
3 maps. But yeah, it's actually not that much of like... It's not out of this realm for that to happen. But oh boy, no mod 3. Oh, it's going to be a scary one.
It's speed time. We have Daniels coming in for the UK, the first time that we're seeing them this match, and looks like Sevco's coming in as well to kind of match that there. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't even know. I kind of want to see. I want to see the. Oh, where is it? The qualifiers results for kind of the speed map. I want to see where the team's placed, see if that might give a slight indication. Because normally qualifiers is supposed to be around this difficulty, so it's going to be the closest thing that we have to figuring out how these teams may do.
Yeah.
And if Nomod 2 was kind of the speed Nomod, no, was that tech? I can't mind. Was there a speed Nomod? I don't think there was.
I actually don't remember. Oh no.
Okay, you know what? I've just wasted everyone's time. I'm sorry.
Oops. It happens. Yeah, going on to the speed Nomod pick, if you weren't tired of speed from the previous pick, maybe you will be by the end of this one, because it's 280 BPM for nearly 3 minutes.
Yeah. You know what will really determine which team is kind of going to be winning this map? The results of this map. I think that will be a pretty good indicator.
You know, very true.
Which got to wait about 2.5 minutes, but then we'll have a decisive answer.
You know, that's a great idea.
So far,
right.
UK has a lead, purely down to slightly better accuracy, but only slightly.
It's only just by a few 100s. Oh,
but now it comes down to misses from Daniel.
Yeah, very unfortunate miss there from Daniels. It's going to give Taiwan now a 10,000 score lead here. Still, though, it's not a very big score lead. If they drop, like, just a couple 100s here, it'll start getting very dicey really quickly. Like, if they have a big Actang, it could definitely just swing back over to the side of the UK.
Yeah, but that's the question. Will that even happen? These players are looking highly confident on this map so far. The worst score on the side of Taiwan being Sevgo with 99.82% accuracy. And
yeah.
Gohigi on the side of the UK still holding on to that double S. Just waiting for any slip up on Taiwan to try take the lead back in their favour. But 2/3 of the way through, Taiwan's still not giving the UK any opportunity.
V100s from Mango Miser there as the map slowed down for a moment. Yeah, it's just coming down to those misses from Daniels earlier, but they're above the 400 combo cap, so they're not going to be losing any score from that anymore. A couple more 100s from Mango. We're seeing a 20,000
damage is
score
already
lead.
done though.
Yeah, those misses could have sealed the entire map. There's not too much map left here. Still, though, there is a chance for the UK to come back into this map at the last moment here and take it.
Yeah,
Taiwan have to hold on.
Onto like the medium difficulty kind of section. The hardest parts in the Ki are gone, but I think this is pretty much it.
Yeah, that sealed it. Taiwan getting their 3rd point of this match and their 1st point on a pick that they actually picked. Which is very interesting, because their first 2 points of this match were both breakpoints.
Alright, it's Nomod 4 time. Horizon jump into the lobby immediately. But let's take a quick look at those scores from the MP link, just to get a better idea of who did what. So, Taiwan, total, 9 100s. Gohigi managed to maintain that double S right to the end. Mango with a 5 100 full combo, and Daniel with the unfortunate 2 misses, but 15 100 score. Still very good, just unfortunately not quite up to scratch in this lobby. But compared to most other players in the tournament, incredibly strong score. But we've got the gimmick map.
Oh wow. Nomod 4.
Often if the gimmick map is left open, in the cases where it is left open, you normally see it very early on. Normally the teams that want to be picking it, they've been practicing it right before the match, they just want to jump right into it just so it's still fresh in their minds. We're going into this map, this gimmick map, as the 9th map of this match.
Yeah, usually teams have been opting to pick it earlier on, as we've seen, in like previous rounds and stuff, but teams have been sort of hesitant to pick this one. I feel like this gimmick map is finally like it's getting to that point where a lot of teams are really struggling to kind of play it, so a lot of teams are kind of not wanting to pick it right out of the gate.
Absolutely. The biggest thing I can note here about the players is that Horizon and Over the Hedge for the UK didn't play the previous map. So they could have been practicing this, because, you know, this is the UK's pick. They could have intended, we're going to pick this next, go practice it. For Taiwan, though, they only have one player in that position. And with an early miss from Polomo, it does seem like the UK have a slight advantage here. But with the way these gimmick maps go, sometimes it'd be really hard to tell.
Yeah, especially because the first half is a lot more tame than the second half.
So yeah, just to try to describe a bit more to the people that may not be familiar with like taiko gimmick stuff. These yellow notes, they're technically not notes, but they're representing notes. So sometimes like you get gimmicks where the small yellow notes are red dons and the big yellow notes are blue cats. But we also have a gimmick in this map where just singular, like, standalone yellow notes are dons, and then, like, the weird kind of accordion-y stretched out ones are cats. It's really difficult to read.
Yeah, it's some tricky stuff right here, and it is absolutely impressive to see the scores from all these players here.
This is
currently
incredibly close. What is going on?
I know, it's just coming down to that one miss from Polomo earlier, but they haven't even dropped the 100, I believe, outside. Like, they've just had that one miss, and that's it.
Like, we have scores flickering on the gimmick map. This is the map that you will casually see a score difference of 400,000. Like, okay, yeah, that's normal.
This is wild.
We have a score difference of 6,000.
And we just got through the hardest part of the map as well.
We're slowly getting towards the end of the map. The UK still has the lead, but they've really got to hold on to it. They absolutely cannot afford to lose this as a breakpoint to Taiwan.
Oh, but that is some high
missing.
grease that might have sealed it. The UK
Right at
might
the
be
end of the
taking
map.
this point, and they do. They secure this point and the entire match, and the United Kingdom will be moving through the winners bracket into the winners semifinals. Meanwhile, Taiwan will be dropping down to the lower bracket, where they will have to fight to stay in the tournament. And,
Before we go on to that, I want to address the results of this map. The United Kingdom, like, okay, first of all, 3 double S's on the gimmick map. Second, 1 100 total from the UK. Third, 6 100s total from Taiwan with 3 misses. What is this? UK almost got a completely perfect team score on that.
This is just the UK have played so well in this match, and this map as well. Like, I can't believe we are seeing a nearly perfect team score here from the UK on a gimmick map out of all things. Like, maybe a No Mod 1 you could see this happening on, but a gimmick map like this, that is just absurd.
Yeah, so, you know, just to move on a wee bit. So, congratulations to the UK on a very, very well-deserved win. You'll be advancing on through the winners bracket into the semi-final stage, facing the 3rd seed team, that's South Korea, who just got there by going against China just before this match. And for Taiwan and all you amazing Taiwan fans out there, yeah, they did absolutely amazing this match, and they're gonna have a really fun time destroying all the teams in the losers bracket, I think. Their first match will be I don't know where their first match will be, actually.
It will be
Somewhere.
against Canada, I believe.
Oh, yes, so it is. Good luck, Canada.
Good luck, Canada,
You're gonna need it.
Your opponent looks to be very terrifying. Taiwan looks to be quite a scary team, and even though the scoreline was 6-3, that really doesn't represent how close this match was. It could have very easily gone to tiebreaker at, like, every single stage. Like, it just came down to the fact that the UK just clutched up on their own picks, and Taiwan seemed to fumble just a little bit more on their picks.
You know what this potentially leads to, though, in the losers bracket?
Oh?
In the second round of losers in the semi-finals, we could see China versus Taiwan again.
Oh,
we saw them,
wow.
I believe it was last year or the year before, and that match went to tiebreaker. That was an incredible match. and people just absolutely did not expect it to go to be such a back and forth, really close match. And based on what we've seen from both Taiwan and China as well, I believe there was 4 points they got off of South. Yeah, they're the seed 6 team. They got 4 points off of South Korea, the third seeded team, almost taking them to a tiebreaker. So that match is going to be easily one of the best matches of the entire tournament this year.
It could very well be.
Maybe even one of the best matches of the World Cups this year.
Yeah, I would not be surprised at all, honestly. There is so many exciting matches to look forward to, and there's even one more match left for this week as well. So definitely stay tuned, because in just about 2 hours at 17:30 UTC, we'll be seeing France versus Argentina in the losers bracket. And right afterwards, we'll be having the map pool showcase. So definitely stay tuned for that. And also for the map pool showcase as well. So,
see you then.
Yeah. I don't know if you have any final words, but yeah, we'll see y'all then.
No, it sums it up. See you then.